All right, welcome. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to give us a minute while students enter our space today. I see some students coming in here. We're so excited to have you. Thanks for joining us. Have more students entering. Welcome. Thanks for being here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get us started so that way we can keep you all on time for future sessions that you may be attending. Welcome to our virtual Education Abroad Fair, Fall 2021. We're excited to have you here today. All right, I want to begin by reading our CSU Land Acknowledgement. Colorado State University acknowledges with respect that the land we are on today is the traditional and ancestral homelands of the Arapaho, Cheyenne, and Ute nations and peoples. This was also a site of trade, gathering, and healing for numerous other Native tribes. We recognize the Indigenous peoples as original stewards of this land and all the relatives within it. As these words of acknowledgement are spoken and heard, the ties nations have to their traditional homelands are renewed and reaffirmed. CSU is founded as a land-grant institution, and we accept that our mission must encompass access to education and inclusion, and significantly, that our founding came at a dire cost to Native nations and peoples whose land this university was built upon. This acknowledgement is the education and inclusion we must practice in recognizing our institutional history, responsibility, and commitment. I would like to introduce myself. My name's Nicole. For those of you I haven't met in the space today, I use she, her, hers pronouns. I support students who are interested in studying abroad in Latin America, Spain, and semester at sea. I also support a handful of staff and faculty-led programs here at CSU. I studied abroad in Cape Town, South Africa, and I also taught English with the Peace Corps in Mongolia. So recently, over the years, our office changed our name from study abroad to education abroad. We felt this was a more holistic term that encompassed all the amazing things our students were doing abroad. We have students doing your traditional study abroad, research abroad, internships, and service learning. And as you see here, we have 1 in 5 RAMs who go abroad and have an international experience here at CSU. And that's super high. It's actually higher than the national average. So we're excited that you're joining our 1 in 5 RAMs to consider education abroad. There are so many amazing things that you can gain from an education abroad experience. There are a variety of academic, career, and personal benefits an education abroad experience can give you. It can prepare you to work in a global world, expand your global mindset, gain adaptability, increase self-confidence and flexibility, and develop new skills to take with you after graduation and into your professional career. It can also challenge you to grow in new ways, like communicating in a different language, interacting with people from all across the world in different backgrounds, and dealing with ambiguity. It's a common myth that education abroad will delay your graduation rate here at CSU. A recent CSU study found that those who had an education abroad experience graduated at the same rate as their peers, if not quicker than peers who didn't study abroad. So we have CSU RAMs all across the world. We support students on 400 plus programs in 80 plus countries and on all 7 continents. In addition to all the amazing places students can study abroad, we have a variety of different lengths that students can participate in education abroad, from a fall and spring semester, a full academic year, a whole calendar year, and then short term, such as over summer, winter break, fall break. So programs can be from 1 week to a full year and everything in between. So we really can support you in finding a good fit for you, keeping in mind your location of interest, academic focus, and your budget. At CSU, the majority of our programs are in non-English speaking countries, and many of those programs offer coursework in English. So for example, as I said earlier, I support students in Latin America, and we have plenty of programs that have an English curriculum and allow you to take a Spanish class as well. You can study business in Thailand, engineering in Spain with an all English curriculum. So the myth is that you do not need to speak a second language in order to study abroad. Education abroad is an amazing opportunity to learn a second language, but you don't need to know one before you head out. So how do you pick a program from 400 plus programs? Nearly every CSU department now has approved a recommended programs abroad list. We created these lists in partnership with your department, and the list is just a start, but you can feel confident that those lists will include programs that will keep you on track for graduation. As always, we want to encourage you to work in collaboration with your academic department and your academic advisor to fit your academic needs. So during the college sessions during the fair this week, we'll go into detail on recommended programs for your major. So I encourage you to register for those if you haven't already. In addition to academic fit, there's other things that you want to think about when deciding on a program to study abroad. One is the budget. Does it fit your support system's budget and the cost of going abroad, as well as goals? Maybe you want to learn a foreign language or stay with a host family or explore a specific culture of interest. All these things are important, and we're here to support you to make sure we find the right program that take all of these the academics, costs, and goals into account when selecting a program. So now let's talk about program types and then dive into some examples. So there are different program types here at CSU that vary in length, term abroad, and cost. So the main three types of programs we offer here at CSU are CSU Exchange and Sponsored. And usually CSU Exchange is when we send students to a university overseas, and they also send students here to the CSU. There's CSU Affiliates, which are our third providers on the ground, and we'll give some examples of those, as well as staff and faculty-led programs. And that's where a CSU staff takes a group of students overseas. So each of these programs we have offer a variety of experiences, housing accommodations, classroom experiences, fieldwork opportunities, internship placements, and so on. Here are some examples I want to cover today with you all. So the first one is in Japan. I've never been to Japan, but this is definitely at the top of my bucket list one day. So the first one is Kansai Garai University. This is an exchange program in Hirkata, Japan. And there's courses offered in English and Japanese, and students can either live on campus or in a dormitory or with a Japanese host family. There's tons of courses offered here from Asian studies, art, business, economics, geography, international studies, media studies, political science, psychology, sociology, and more. Kansai Garai is located in Hirkata, which is home to over 400,000 residents. And it's situated just 1 hour from both Osaka, which is Japan's second largest business hub, and Kyoto, the country's ancient capital of tradition and culture. So this location is ideal for those interested in exploring Japan's past and present and experiencing the ancient traditions of contemporary Japan. The next one I want to talk about is ISA Prague in the Czech Republic. This is an affiliate program. And affiliate programs are CSU partners that facilitate education abroad experiences for US college students around the world. This model is a great way to meet other students and find a program and location that really fits your interest. And there are hundreds to choose from. So in the Czech Republic, people speak Czech, but students can get around with English, and there's also courses offered in English. There's on-campus housing or off-campus apartments. Students really enjoy studying with affiliates like ISA because of the excursions they provide and on-site support they provide as well. On this program, students have the opportunity to study at Charles University, which is one of the oldest universities in Europe. Some fun facts about Prague. Prague is the capital and largest city in the Czech Republic, and it's the 14th largest city in the European Union. It's situated in the northwest of the country and is home to about 1.3 million people. The city has a temperate climate with warm summers and chilly winters. Prague has been a political, cultural, and economic center of Central Europe, complete with a rich history. The next program I would like to talk about are our staff and faculty-led programs. These programs often take place over the summer, winter break, fall, or spring break. And we do have a handful of semester-long programs as well. Faculty-led programs offer a unique opportunity to study something specific with a CSU professor. So this allows you to form a relationship with the professor and also the other students on your program. It really makes CSU feel like home when after your program, you get to see your fellow students and participants around campus or have group dinners post-experience. We have staff and faculty-led programs all over the world. So this one specifically is a picture of the Todos Santos Center in the Baja California Sur. We have a CSU campus, an international extension at our CSU Todos Santos Center. The center is an opportunity for CSU students to grow as global citizens in their understanding of and appreciation for other cultures. The center also creates a community hub for educational sessions and information sharing. So staff and faculty-led programs usually have a theme. Some examples are fish, wildlife, and conservation biology in Todos Santos, Mexico. We have a semester and a winter break program. Some other examples of staff and faculty-led programs are communication in Rome and criminology and criminal justice in Prague. So there's many, this is just an example of some of our staff and faculty-led programs here at CSU. Let's talk about cost. So this table shows the ranges in cost of attendance and the value of researching program prices as you make decisions. So study abroad does not always cost more than staying at CSU or on campus. When you're looking at programs, you want to be sure to compare the total cost of attendance. So that includes tuition, books, housing, meals, airfare, visas, immunizations, insurance, and personal money. An estimated cost of attendance includes an average of all expenses for a semester. So for a Colorado in-state resident, the estimated cost of attendance to be here at CSU between all of those items is around $14,500. So you can see that our study abroad programs, you can find programs that are in that range and even less expensive. So this gives you a quick snapshot of our program prices and what to expect as you start researching. So the next question, and a lot of students want to know, is how do the credits work when you go abroad? It really depends on the type of program that you select, and we're here to support you through the process. So CSU offers over 100 programs that are direct CSU credit. So then you can easily see if the credit will work for your degree. For other programs, that includes transfer credits. So there's really two steps involved when you're working through transfer credit processes. First, you will have the registrar review the courses, and this will determine how many credits each course is worth and if it will be for upper or lower division credits. Second, your academic department will determine how the coursework will fulfill your degree requirements. With these approvals, you will know if these credits will keep you on track for graduation in a timely manner. This credit review process is done way far in advance before you go abroad. So once you've decided on your program, you'll work with Education Abroad, and we will advise you on the next steps. There are several other professionals you will work with as you are preparing to go abroad. So you can see here, there's our office, CSU Education Abroad. There's also academic advisors, academic success coordinators that can support you, and also a program advisor or a CSU faculty or staff or group leader. We are all working together to make sure your questions and needs are addressed as you are preparing to go abroad. Also, did you know that the majority of your scholarships, grants, loans, and financial aid can go abroad with you? To learn more, we are going to have a financial aid and scholarship session every day at 9:30 a.m. There, you'll get the opportunity to meet both Cindy and Evelyn, two awesome human beings that will support you as you're working to go abroad. The presentation will focus on scholarships and financial aid, so bring all your questions as the session is live. Scholarships will rarely fully fund your program, but they can close the gaps between your current financial aid and what you will need to go abroad. We will also have scholarship and financial aid workshops throughout the year, so you can find and understand how to obtain more funds to go abroad. You can make an appointment with our financial aid advisors on our website. At an appointment, you can look at your current financial aid, such as your grants, loans, and scholarships, and they can give you an idea of what money you can take abroad. It's a good idea to talk to financial aid before deciding on or as you are deciding on a program, as they can help determine if it is a good fit for your budget or not. First things first is to know the scholarship deadlines. So please pay attention to the deadlines you see in the right column as they're changing a little bit in 2022. These are our Education Abroad coordinators. We're here to support you. We all specialize in different regions of the world. So depending on where you want to go, you'll schedule an appointment with that coordinator. If you're still working on, you don't know exactly where you want to go yet, we also support students in general advising. And here you get to see our 3 wonderful peer advisors in our office. Here's Brennan, he is an engineering student who studied abroad in Wales. Claudia is a psychology student who studied abroad in France. And Tia is an apparel production and design student who studied abroad in Morocco. All 3 of these peer advisors can help with general advising as well, and give you an awesome perspective into the student experience of studying abroad. So that's the basics on getting started, and here are some next steps. So you first want to figure out what classes you need to take to keep you on track for graduation. You can visit our Start Here page, which lays out all of the steps you need to take in order to go abroad. You can do some research online if you'd like and see what type of programs are recommended for your major. Then you can make an appointment with our office with one of our education abroad coordinators. You will also make an appointment with financial aid for education abroad. And finally, you're going to apply for the program and apply for scholarships. So in addition to this session today, I want to encourage you to see some of these other sessions, because this session is really complementary to some of the other ones we're offering throughout the week. So every day at 9:30 a.m., we have a financial aid scholarship session. We also have sessions for your college based on your major. We have regional sessions, so maybe you have an interest in going to Latin America or Asia. We have sessions specifically focusing on those regions of the world. We also have trending topics. So our affiliates, our third-party providers we talked about in this session, are offering amazing topics, from first-generation students abroad, first-time international student going abroad for the first time. We have sessions on STEM abroad, content creation, and telling your story. So I encourage you to check those out. So all of these sessions will be recorded and put onto our YouTube channel. So we encourage you to register for the session, even if you have class during that time, and we'll send you the recording afterwards so you can watch it on your own. I am so excited that I got to spend time with you all today. Hopefully this is the beginning to making your dreams possible, and your education abroad journey starts now. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully see you at our Latin American session that I'll be doing on Thursday. Thanks, everyone.